Hey Taurus, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for March 3rd, 2025. This is for Taurus. Last shuffle for Taurus. Ooh, Taurus, let me tell you something. There's a conflict here in great gratitude. The conflict I feel, I want to be honest with you, some of you have fully tapped into your psychic ability. And it all stems from okay, so here's the deal. A lot of us, right, when you tap into this ability, usually it requires being broken in order to figure out that you've got the talent to begin with. You always felt it, you always knew, right? And how you know, I feel like I'm talking to a Taurus that knew that a certain person or a certain place or a certain opportunity was going to break you, but we went anyway because the pull, the desire was so strong, right? I've been there. I've been there. That's what happens to almost all of us. Almost every person that is in some spiritual, going in a spiritual direction, ask them how. And they always say, well, either my heart was broken or some revelation came, and it always came through some kind of crazy pain of some sort. Some people, it's like, and maybe not pain, but honestly, sometimes it comes through victimization, like someone victimizing you or someone doing something to you that wakes you up, right? Because the people, okay, I'm about to go off on a rant, but I'm not. I promise you, I'm not. But a lot of the times, the ones, okay, so people like, I would say people like us, Taurus, because this reading is hitting me in the heart right now because I'm like, what in the world? But I'm seeing someone who's waking up to a deep psychic ability. And it comes through rather quickly, and it comes through a passion. So, like I said, a person, you could meet the person and you just instinctively know, but they're so enticing that you can't stop yourself. You're like, I know that they're either a player, they're egotistical, they're narcissistic, or something's going on with them. And I feel like they're going to break me. But I kind of don't care because the way that I feel about them, I just have to go this way. Now, this reminds me once again of that story I know I've told 5 billion times about the glow stick, right? Because that story is prominent. I swear everyone needs to know this story, to be honest with you. But how the little boy had, there was a 3-year-old and like an older kid, like a 10-year-old or something, and a mom in line. They're buying glow sticks, and the little boy, the baby, the 3-year-old, is holding it and playing with it. And the 10-year-old or the older child takes it away and breaks it, cracks it, and the little baby screaming and crying, he broke it, mom, and so the mom's like, what are you doing? And he's like, well, mom, I had to break it or crack it so it would glow. And that the story, as you can see, what the point of the story is, that in order for you to glow, in order for you to be the oracle that some of you really are, a freaking oracle, you had to be broken to activate what was inside of you. And that's what I'm seeing here, that the conflict is making peace with that. The conflict is, once you open your eyes, you see the thievery. You see how someone has thrown you off your square, how someone has thrown you off your path, and how maybe they knew you were an oracle. How maybe they knew it, but they had already made the agreement to say, I'm going to be the one to break Taurus. Yep, before we go down there, I already know I'm going to have to do that. I love Taurus enough to do it. The conflict would be knowing that they loved you enough to do it versus this person is diabolical or this place was diabolical. That's the conflict I'm seeing here. I'm seeing divine love, but this is in the ethers. On earth, this is like ridiculous. You know what I mean? Um, I just had to throw that out there because I'm seeing it and I'm like, holy moly, right? The World Hermit, 8 of Wands, Queen of Wands, right? With the conflict. The conflict is in continuing to have faith on this path and getting to know yourself. That's the conflict. And a lot of the conflict is coming from the fact that you have been You know how we get used to just not knowing ourselves? We get used to just kind of, I guess, waiting on the sidelines. The conflict also is, now that you understand something, you may want to revisit the person or the place. You may want to go back and ask questions. Did you know this, or did you? And ask them, you want to get down to the bottom of something. Because why would they do this to me? Or why would they act this way? Or why would this thing happen? I need to kind of know what that is, so I can go back and fact check with the hermit. I need to go back and go down the timeline and get this Ace of Wands and see what fits. Now that I have more knowledge, now that I'm connected, now that I'm fully here, I want to know what, step by step, how and why. And Spirit saying that a lot of you may feel stolen from, like, you stole my years, you stole my time. I could have been on this path, right? And known that I deserve good things. Now I'm trying to relearn that about myself, that I deserve good things. Spirit wants you to stay focused on what you want, not necessarily wanting to get answers for the past, but what do you want now? Now that you are on the path, they're wanting you to step back, especially in a relationship. Step back. If you're in one, right, and you may open your eyes. And this is for Tauruses that may be in a relationship too, and you're opening your eyes to this person, like, so I get that you had to break me. If you didn't, I wouldn't be on this path. If you didn't, I wouldn't know this or that. I wouldn't be here. But why? But Spirit also wants you to take a step back and then slowly kind of get to know them. Pay attention to them through your new eyes, because they're showing a strong psychic ability. You'll be able to see things now that you didn't before. And you may want to, like, compare the times where you felt a certain way, but you felt like you were losing your mind. That couldn't be right. This person may have gaslit you or something. You know how that goes, right? I knew it all along, but they played with me. That kind of vibe. Spirit wants you to ask your angels, or speak to your angels so much more, because you have a strong ability here. You are so deeply loved by the universe that they want to give you time to heal, and they want you to start doing things differently. You may feel impulsive, very impatient, so they're asking you to step back for a little while and gain your independence. Be very diplomatic, especially if this involves another person. Be diplomatic. And yeah, I'm seeing angel number 0110. And they're also speaking, that's usually a vibe of like, man, you're different from everyone else. You know this already. The only way for you is to stand in that weird place, right? You're the weirdo at the place, right? That's what you're supposed to do. That's your claim to fame. You're the weird one that blurts out stuff that people turn around and go, how the heck did Taurus know that? You're that person, right? Keep that going. There's no point in trying to figure nothing out. It's like, accept the oracle energy as it comes. You know what I mean? Your dreams are about to come true, and you deserve everything that's coming towards you. You deserve every good thing. You really do. But it comes through something hard, something harsh, something painful. I mean, your great gratitude with the King of Wands and the Ace of Wands. I know I'm over here just talking, but great gratitude is an awareness that you're going to be successful, and that you got to know and be confident that what's right for you will put everything in balance. You got to kind of know that being different is just your jam, and that, like, everyone is different, yes, unique, right? But you're just a little bit more unique than others. When Spirit was pouring unique in everybody's jar, they kind of overfilled yours. It spilled over onto your shoes, like, you know what I mean? And so they're asking you to be grateful, to remember to be grateful for everything. That's going to be the conflict. Are you grateful for being broken? Are you grateful for being hurt? Are you grateful for feeling like you're pushing through life and it's hard, and you're almost to the point where you're spiritually exhausted? Are you grateful for that? Spirit's asking you to be. Behind a mask, Seven of Cups and Knight of Cups. Well, one thing I will say about this behind a mask energy, the intention that Spirit's throwing out here is that you have to dream bigger than where you are, and you have to speak about the love that you want in your life, or speak of the you're not only psychic but a manifester, but it's on a different level. Your feelings, your desires matter, right? That feeling with the pit of your stomach, that that feeling. You know how, like, when, okay, so when we know that spirit's coming towards us, like in, even in religion, you know, you're like, oh, when I feel the spirit, and you get the Holy Ghost or whatever it is, that the feeling where the goosebumps are coming, the feeling in the back of your neck, that is what manifests for you. So those feelings, the spidey senses, behind a mask, you may be feeling spidey senses, especially when you feel good things coming, but they're showing, and you may not even know it's good things coming. You're just like, I don't know what's coming up. They want you to, behind a mask, to rejoice and laugh at the mystery of life, but they're also asking you to feel the opportunities coming towards you. What would you like to see come? What are the good things you feel you deserve? It's time to start questioning that and healing that within you. What are the good things you feel you deserve? There's an increase with the Emperor and Three of Pentacles, a cycle of people wanting to work with you. I'm seeing people coming towards you wanting to cooperate, build with you. But Spirit is asking you to take a step back and get to know them a little bit better. Let your psychic ability tell you about them, because I'm seeing them come towards you, not necessarily arrogant, but pushy. But they have a goal, they have an objective, and it's all about them a little bit, just a little bit. So there's going to be an increase of people going, I don't know what it is, but I feel like I need Taurus on my side. Why? Because I need an oracle. Who doesn't need an oracle? So be cautious about that. I'm seeing a snake spirit. The spirit is saying that it's time to heal. Usually snake spirits don't mean that you got snakes coming towards you, but I kind of feel like you do. I feel like it's time to heal right now. That they may be so sneaky about everything. Like, I just want to work with you. I just want to help you. I just want to be there for you. Right now is not the time. It's time for you to reflect. It's time for you to reflect on what's happening to you, what you're starting to feel, trying to connect the dots, listening to Spirit. You really do. I'm seeing Year of the Horse, and Year of the Horse may be very significant for you. You may have been born in that year. That may be the year that something significant happened to you. Year of the Horse is 2014. You have 2002, 1990, 78, 66, 54, 42, and 30. And that could be something important for you. They're asking you to gain inner peace here. They want you to take, excuse me, like a walk in the woods. Okay, that might be okay now, right? Because there's some places that aren't so cold, but somewhere where there's a bunch of trees, of course. Take a stick and 7 leaves from, like, I mean, it doesn't matter what tree, but ash or oak are better. And take some stones and matches, and with the stick, you want to draw a circle in the ground and mark 4 directions, the northeast, south, and west, right? And arrange the stones and leaves in the center of the circle. And I want you to say, good luck rises for me in the east, music rises for me in the south, my wishes rise in the west, from the north, peace and calm will come to me, all my dreams will come true, and so it is, or so shall it be, or so mote it be. Whatever, you know what I mean? So whatever it is that floats your boat, or makes, or feels right for you, because you are a master manifester from your feelings and your fire energy, your desires. That's what this shows. I cannot get over this, because, man, but yeah, I'm seeing the snake apricots may be important, the color, the scent, or the fruit, and that vibrates on this frequency of rejoicing and laughter. Spirit wants you to get to know yourself, and to rejoice in the knowledge, or rejoice in this change you're going through. But also, not to allow yourself to feel stolen from, because no one really stole anything from you. You were activated, and they want you to stay on that path, right? Great gratitude of being activated with the Ace of Wands. Be grateful you were activated. Now you see. Someone sees. I don't know who you are, but I may need to call you. And I think I said this to y'all before, but geez. Okay, so you could be dealing with an Aries, a Virgo, a Capricorn, or a Sagittarius. We also have Leo here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So you could be an Aries Taurus cusp. You could be dealing with a Pisces Aries cusp. We have Leo Virgo cusp, Cancer Leo cusp. Let's see, Scorpio Sagittarius cusp, or Sagittarius Capricorn cusp. You could be dealing with. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.